everybody. Welcome back to the Amayeta Dialogue Podcast, episode 8 now. Alex here with Maxie.
And Mikey over here.
Mikey over here chilling.
All right, so we're back. It's been a while.
Been a while, man. I haven't seen you in a while.
We haven't seen each other.
Yep. Mikey got some good gifts.
Yep.
Brand new some axes, and they're beautiful. And, man, it's good to see you, Mikey.
Hell yeah. So we got...
What's going on today?
Today, we got a little bit of everything. We got a top 10 list, and we're going to do some album reviews and a concert review for you, everybody. We went and seen a concert in March, so we'll get to that. So we did top 10 guitarists. Now it's time to move on to bass, our favorite top 10 favorite bass players.
We're moving on to basses.
I always love bass. It's fun to play, it's fun to watch, it's fun to listen for.
It's a beautiful instrument, yep.
Really fills out that...
Yeah, on the record, yep.
That last bit.
Yep. When you're recording music, that fills out that last bit for sure. It fills in that space that you need.
Yep. All right.
So what's up?
So let's start.
Let's do it.
All right. So we'll start with the top 10 list.
Which one are you going to go with first? You going with 10 or are you going
We'll do 10.
Okay, we're going to go with 10.
Go ahead. You start this time.
Oh, you want me to start this time? Now I got to think about my number 10 that I was flipping around here. I'm gonna go with Dick from Meshuggah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with him.
Dick Lovren or something?
Dick Lovren, yeah, from Meshuggah, yeah.
Okay.
Great bass player. The dude
holds it down
with all those syncopated, all the unsyncopated rhythms that these guys play and the off times and stuff.
It's perfect.
Great bass player, and the way he tunes, Mikey, explain that.
Yeah, so Meshuggah uses 8 strings, and they are in the low F is what they're in.
Yes, the guitars are 8, but what's the bass player?
The bass player, so he has his 5th string, the lowest one, in B flat.
Okay.
And then his E string is tuned up to F.
I see.
I don't know. He probably gets them custom made.
Yeah.
But I know he uses Warwick's.
Yeah.
It is very weird. He uses different tunings. Like, I know on Bleed, he uses a different tuning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
the low string isn't low, it's high?
Yeah, so like when Frederick and Martin and the guitarists are playing on the low F, he is on his 4th string, which is the E string. Well, it's tuned to F, but... And then when they go to their 7th string on the guitars, he goes to his low 5th string.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's a whole different way of like looking at bass.
Yeah.
Like, it blows my mind.
It's a great player, bass player, huh? Dick Lovren from Meshuggah. What's your number 10?
My number 10 is Mr. Les Claypool.
Ooh.
My name is Mud. You know, it's Primus is what it is, but he is just an amazing bass player. Seen him live last summer, and it was amazing.
And he's singing.
And he's singing all kinds of crazy stuff, and he's playing crazy stuff. He plays 6-string fretless basses. He plays 4-string too, with frets. But I would say, what would you check out by Dick? Like a riff or
like music?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of hard with Meshuggah because it's all together. But
for Dick, I would the new one probably.
Yeah.
It's
a Violent Sleep of Reason.
Yeah. Violent Sleep of Reason. They're the newest record. Yeah, because he's like he had a lot to do with it in the production, ain't it? You see him when he's playing with Thomas.
Yeah.
In the play
it is awesome.
Yeah.
He's got the Bart Simpson slippers.
Yeah.
But back to Les Claypool. I would say check out Tommy the Cat. Some awesome fretless thumping going on, like some Animals as Leaders type stuff. He's awesome, man. He does some weird stuff he's like Buckethead on bass, pretty much.
Yeah.
So seeing him live was like the best bass playing I've ever seen. Probably, but he's not my favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to put him on there. So that was my number 10.
Ooh, number 9.
Number 9, go ahead.
We're gonna go with Michael League from Snarky Puppy.
Okay.
Yep. Great jazz bass player. think he's playing Fender Jazz or Fender. Fender Jazz basses.
Yeah.
And he's just a bad dude. And he orchestrates all the music and writes it all and transcribes it for all the instruments that are in Snarky Puppy.
Yeah.
He's a great bass player.
Okay.
You want to listen to anything by them? I would definitely check out. Not South Park.
That's Les Claypool too. South Park theme song.
Yeah, it's South Park theme song. Yeah.
So all you people out there, that's who Les Claypool is. He does the South Park theme song. Primus. I'm sure a lot of people know Primus. But.
Check it out too.
Okay, but Snarky Puppy.
Yeah, Snarky Puppy. Listen to We Like It Here, 2014 album.
Okay.
They recorded all in the studio. It was sick live.
Nice.
Check it out.
Okay.
Who's your number 9?
My number 9 is Martin Mendez.
Ooh.
From Opeth.
Opeth.
So this dude, smooth bass player right here. Plays Fender Jazz straight up 5 strings, and he has a Fender cab and a Fender head straight up, all Fender. And he probably has a couple pedals, but Martin Mendez, beautiful, writes beautiful bass lines for Opeth. Opeth's music is just beautiful already. He just fills it out, and not too flashy, but enough to be, you notice it. And he's flashy at some parts, but Martin Mendez, I mean, there's so much Opeth. I would say check out the whole Damnation record. He's pretty smooth on that one.
Totally.
That whole record, just smooth, clean bass playing on that record. But for the heavy stuff, I would say Baying of the Hounds.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one. He's thumping in that one. And I like Cusp of Eternity. He does some cool groovy stuff in there.
Yeah, Opeth's a great band.
What would you say for Martin Mendez?
Martin Mendez, Heritage.
Heritage, yeah.
That album, I love it.
The intro for the Sorceress title track
that
he does with the keyboardist, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, Fender all the way, straight up, awesome bass player.
Fender J bass, ain't it? Yeah.
He's a little guy too. You see him, he's tiny, man, but he
hold down that rhythm.
He does, man. His presence is huge.
That's
and
a tremendous bass player.
He's been in the band the longest now at this point.
Yeah.
Besides Michael, but he's been with them since their 3rd album, and they have like 12 now. So, yeah, Martin Mendez, number 9.
And bass player roles are tough to fill. I mean, you're holding down like the bass of the song, like the literal. If you're thinking of a triangle, the base of a triangle, the biggest part of the the body of the song, pretty much. I mean,
right.
It's tough to do that.
And like,
I feel like to pick too what sounds good.
Yeah, and like
you're writing,
it depends on the style. I feel like Les Claypool, like Primus, the bass is the focus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's even more so than the guitar.
Yeah.
But like Mendez and Opeth, like he has to scale it back because the guitars and the vocals are so heavy.
Yep.
Like he has to pick when to be flashy. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. He has a hold.
He holds it down.
He has a hold of structure down. Yeah.
But like he is flashy, but like it's not like. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
but you said it perfect.
Yeah, it's weird to explain because you gotta it's how Chris Adler says it, right? Like you gotta like serve the song, but in the riff, in the shoes of a bass player. You know? Like it's there's like a tradition to bass playing and guitar playing. Right. And you gotta keep that like in record making. I don't know. Yeah. It's like a weird kind of like unknown thing, but it's there. It's like
you can make the wrong move like super quick, and be too flashy, and it just like farts all over the riff and the song.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times when we record our music, like I have to scale it back.
Yeah.
Like I got flashy with a couple of the new stuff, but like this latest one, I scaled it back. It didn't call for being all crazy and.
Sounds,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta hold it down.
Yeah, literally. It's weird.
It depends on the style. Like you're playing jazz, it's a time to be flashy.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Like Dick from Meshuggah, who we talked about, he just holds it down the whole time.
The whole time. Yep. it's like he's got a role to fill it up, and it's weird.
He's not doing nothing flashy.
Mm-hmm.
He's just straight up playing what the guitar is playing. But it's hard stuff what he's playing. It's not simple 4/4 like it's patterns. Anyway, so go ahead. What number 8 we're up to?
We're gonna go number 8. I'll go number 8. Amos from Tesseract. We'll do that. And
Okay.
great bass player, plays 4-string, and I think he does dip in his 5-string. He plays the headless basses, the Strandbergs, and I think some other models. They're from Britain.
It's a very like poppy bass tone.
Yeah, it's like a fat poppy bass tone. Yeah. And he does a lot of the slapping and like the pulling with his fingers.
The popping, yeah.
It's weird.
Slap and pop.
Yeah, it's a different kind of technique of bass playing, but with the kind of genty music that he's got to play. I think it fits in it.
What's Soul? Is that what's the new album? Starts with S, right?
It's
Hold on, we're about to look it up.
I'm about to look it up right now.
But that album is awesome.
What's that album called? I can see the album cover right in my eyes. Sonder,
that's it.
Yeah, it's a good album. Check it out.
I think number 4, the long one, is my favorite. It's got 2 titles.
My favorite album, I think, is probably Altered State, and Polaris. Yeah, they're good.
All right.
Almost.
So you would say check out?
Those albums.
Those
right
albums,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. My number 8, I kind of did something that Alex did when we did guitars. I kind of combined 3 because they all play for one band. So I'm going to talk about Cliff Burton, Jason Newsted, and Robert Trujillo.
Ooh.
And if you don't know, they all play for Metallica.
Yeah.
Cliff Burton, of course, passed away after their 3rd album. And then they had Jason until about 2001 or 2.
Yeah.
And then Robert's been in it since then.
Robert Trujillo been in it, yeah.
So let's start with Cliff. This dude is awesome.
Yeah. Flashy.
Yeah.
Straight up effects.
Like hard finger picking. Like metal.
Yeah, like real. Like thrash.
Obviously, I would say check out Anesthesia, Pulling Teeth, the bass solo from Kill 'Em All, of course.
I was gonna say he's in Kill 'Em All. Is he in Ride the Lightning too?
He was on Ride the Lightning and Master Puppets. Yeah.
I check out Master Puppets. Check that out.
Orion.
Yeah, check out that whole album.
I think
so
Orion. Would you say Orion is his masterpiece?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And you could hear the change from that to Injustice for All. Like you could tell.
It's way different.
It's different.
Yeah.
But For Whom the Bell Tolls, it's
I love
another.
the guitars and Injustice for All. The guitars.
Yeah, the guitars are really epic.
Yeah.
But I would say check out Orion. I would say check out Call Cthulhu. He's got some cool bass solos in there. But all right.
Lightning.
Yeah, so let's talk about Jason Newsted.
Jason Newsted.
So I grew up with Jason being in Metallica.
Is he the one I wrote?
Yep. Yeah, he was on Injustice and Black Album, Load Reload, Garage Inc. So yeah, S&M though I think is the prime Jason performance with he backs James up with the harmonies. His bass is perfect in the record.
It could be arguably the best Metallica, the peak of Metallica, I think.
Yeah, that was
their prime.
I think S&M. Yeah,
90, 91, ain't it?
I would say 80 all the way up to like 2000. They were like the prime, but like
in the 90s,
S&M I think is the peak.
Yes,
I think because after that it was kind of. I mean, the new stuff is good, Yeah, but it's not.
When did they put S&M out?
That was 99.
99.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was right before the millennium. There.
That was when they were real good.
Yeah, I think.
They're still good.
They're still good, but I think that performance, Jason Newsted, S&M, he backs him up so good, and he's
vocally and
you can hear his bass too. Yep. Like he's playing the solos in Call of Cthulhu, and you can hear it over that whole orchestra. Like, by the way, Bob Rock, one of the best producers.
Bob Rock.
We'll get to that. We'll do producers episode one day.
We're gonna do one.
Talk about everybody. All right,
Everybody.
but we'll go to Robert Trujillo.
Trujillo.
Um,
Santiago de la Cruz.
so yeah, you know, he's the most current bass player. He dude can play.
He can really, really play.
He holds it down. He plays with his fingers. Jason played with a pick, by the way.
Yeah.
But he still held it. He held it down.
It's like he's like a mix between the two.
Yep.
You know?
But his vocal, the way he backed his vocals up.
That was a different quality that Jason had.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
He really.
He added to
telling
those
you.
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And it was like a ferocious pick attack he would do, like, you know. But Robert, you know, he's smooth.
Smooth.
He's Latino. He's got the flamenco.
Plays with his fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, you know, check out Hardwired. He's got some nice bass tones on there.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, the Metallica's bass players, I mean, they're iconic. What more can you say? That was my number 8.
Number 8.
So number 7 for you?
Troy Sanders.
Okay.
Saunders.
So that's
Sanders.
my number 7. Number
Is it?
7, yeah.
Wow.
So there we go.
Look at that.
Troy Sanders. What band's he from, Alex?
From Mastodon.
All right, go ahead. Talk about him.
4-string bass player. Doesn't he do the different tunings too? Does he have to do that
Yeah.
with the bottom string of
Yep.
the A and the D and the C?
Yeah, so he leaves his lightest 3 strings in GCF all the time.
All the time.
So the low string goes from A to C to D.
It's what it, okay, so he
Yeah.
moves it around like I do with the 6-string Horacio.
Yeah, because that's how Brent and Bill tune.
I see.
Okay, so yeah, Troy.
Troy Sanders. If you want to listen to something by him,
There's so much.
there is so much. I love
Anything off Remission.
Leviathan though.
Leviathan.
You're gonna probably say that. You're gonna say that.
His tone
the
on
Hunter,
Leviathan.
The Hunter for me, I think I love that. And Crack the Sky.
I think his tone on those first like 5 records.
Yeah.
But the first like 3, that fuzz, like
It was
Leviathan,
Yeah.
it really sticks out, man.
Yeah, it does. And Leviathan, it
Yeah.
sticks out a lot.
It does.
Crack the Sky and Hunter for me though. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like actual. I love his bass playing in the Czar.
Oh.
Smooth. And he's singing.
Yep.
He's one of the best singers.
One of the best singers in metal.
I would say check out Blade Catcher
Yeah.
on Blood Mountain, the instrumental.
Blood Mountain. Yep.
Yeah. That's a good.
And the second song.
Crystal Skull.
Is it Crystal Skull?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Trying to think of anything more recent. But yeah, like the Hunter, he really has a lot of cool bass lines in there.
Troy Sanders.
Troy Sanders, nice and smooth. I think Heart's Alive too. He has some cool lines.
Sleeping Giant. That
Sleeping
one.
Giant. Okay.
It's based in that song.
I Am Ahab. I know he has a little like bass solo with when Brian's doing like a little tom thing. But yeah.
That's a good drummer too.
Yeah.
We'll talk
do
about
that.
drummers one day.
All right, so that was our number 7.
Number 7.
Troy
We're gonna go
Sanders.
number 6 now.
Go ahead.
All right. Adam Nolly Get Good.
Ooh.
Bass player for Periphery.
Yes.
I mean, he's not technically in the band now, but he's still recording the bass on the albums and producing the whole records.
Yeah.
Out in Britain.
I mean, he just doesn't tour with them,
he's a great bass player.
but they still have his bass in the PA when you go see them.
Yep. They have him playing, and he's got that like thrashy picking style too.
Yeah,
Real
very
hard.
harder than Newstead.
Very hard. But he's got a different tone that like sits inside the guitars to make. I don't know.
It's kind of like Dick from Meshuggah.
Yeah, it's
More like a
different block of
distorted
sound.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's distorted.
It,
Kind of like what Troy did on Remission
Mhm.
and Leviathan.
See what we do with our bass, it's like it fills the outside out in, but their basses fill the inside out. It's weird.
Yeah, we like it
It's a
clean,
different
like
sound, yes.
a certain somebody we'll talk about soon.
Yes, definitely.
All right, keep going. Sorry.
So now Adam Nolly Get Good. I'd say the most he shines is probably in Juggernaut.
I would say
Yeah.
Juggernaut, and there's
P-
one song on 3.
P3, yeah.
What's the song that he starts?
Absalom, yeah.
Yep.
That's a great song.
I like their Omega, the title track.
Oh yeah, it's a good song too. That's the long one, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's an awesome producer as well. He
Yeah.
produced Transcendence for Devin Townsend,
Oh yeah, he did.
and
Yeah.
that album sounds amazing.
Yeah, the drums and all everything. Yeah.
He has his own drum programs, right?
Yeah, get good drums. Go check that out.
Yeah. He's over there in England. They fly out there to go redo the drums,
Yep.
and then he records the bass, sends it back.
Yes. Yeah. He does it all in his home little studio he has at the base.
He was in the band.
Yeah,
Like
he
he
was,
toured
yeah.
with them, but he decided to stop touring.
Yeah.
He's probably making more money producing.
Probably out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more appreciated out there.
Yeah, all right. Now they get good.
Now they get good.
He's awesome.
What's your number 6?
My number 6, Mr. Paul Gray
Ooh.
from Slipknot. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
No, I think when people think of Slipknot, you think of one, you think of all 9 of them.
Number 2.
Yeah, he was number 2. But like Slipknot doesn't stand out. Like I think a lot of people wouldn't even notice the bass.
Yeah.
But
This one though.
this dude, I mean, Corey Taylor said he was the one who wrote the most material, but he didn't want to take credit for none of it,
Yeah.
And you can hear it.
Yeah. You can hear it.
You can really hear it.
Yeah.
When he said that, I really went back and listened. A lot of those riffs are like bass riffs, like you could tell.
Yeah.
Like he didn't write it on the guitar; he
No.
wrote it on the bass,
Yeah.
and you can really hear it. Yeah, unfortunately, he passed away in 2010, I think,
Yeah. That's
and
it's
they haven't been the same since.
unfortunate, man.
I mean, I still love them, but
yeah.
I mean, they
Something's
lost that
different now,
sound.
you know?
Yeah, then they lost Joey.
Yeah. It's a different sound. I mean, it's a good sound now, but it's not like,
If something's missing,
yeah.
they're missing him.
Kind of like someone we'll talk about later.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say check out. He's pretty funky on the first record.
Yeah.
Like Spit It Out and like those new metal songs. Iowa, he just holds it down. I think his tone on Iowa is the heaviest.
Yeah.
I would say The Shape. I like his bass playing on that. There's a song on All Hope Is Gone called Gehenna that is probably my favorite. I know you like the Vermilion riff.
Vermilion Volume 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I
the
like.
chorus riff.
Yes. You could tell he wrote that.
Yeah.
He was all over that.
The whole song.
Yeah. He wrote, I think, a lot of that, and All Hope Is Gone, too. Ain't
All
it?
Hope Is Gone is
Yeah.
very all over his Paul Gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just always recognized him as being an awesome dude.
Great
He was
bass
more
player.
a great songwriting bass player,
Yep.
like
4 strings.
4 strings, drop B,
Drop B
and A.
and A.
Yep. So Paul Gray, he was awesome, man. And, at least his music lives on forever.
Forever. Yep.
So rest in peace.
Awesome.
All right, that was my number 6.
Number 6.
What's your number 5?
My number 5, we're going to go Roger Waters.
Okay, that's my number 3.
Roger Waters.
I got to see Roger 2 years ago.
I never seen him.
It was so amazing. Anyway, go ahead.
Roger Waters. I'm going to go
From Pink Floyd, of course.
Pink Floyd, 4-string bass player, standard, and E flat.
A lot of the main songwriter, the theme writer, the lyric writer.
Yep.
like, he
Producer of
was-
the band.
The effects. He did a lot of electronic effects as
Yep.
well as Richard Wright. But
Yep. Did all the studio stuff too. Great bass player. All
Great.
Live of Pompeii is the best.
great mind,
Great mind. Crazy mind.
crazy mind,
Yep.
crazy voice, but an amazing voice. Something about him and Gilmore and Richard Wright's voices, they all complemented each other
Yep.
so well.
Something about those 4 guys.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, even Nick did some vocals on like the old stuff. There's a
Yeah.
song, Corporal Clegg, I think. But yeah, Roger, Pompeii. Careful with that X, Eugene.
Yeah.
Um,
All his bass riffs in that whole DVD.
I'd say Animals. I'd say Pigs on the Wing.
Animals too, yeah.
That intro.
Yep.
The Wall, of course.
Yep.
Always clean. Dark Side of the Moon, the cleanest.
This is the kind of tone we go for our bass, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Like Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here bass tone.
Yep.
That's the best.
This is the bass tone that we like in the music.
Is it just me, real quick, or is Dark Side of the Moon like the cleanest record ever?
Yeah,
The
probably
drums and
is.
everything.
Yeah, the way it sounds is
Like the way the drums are leveled, the way he played them, like super
Yeah.
light.
It's got dynamic and it's mixed perfectly. That album. Out of all their stuff, yeah.
That and Wish You Were Here.
Oh, Wish You Were Here is probably my favorite though.
Which one do you think is cleaner?
Wish You Were Here.
Wish
I
You Were
think.
Here?
Yeah, that's my
both-
favorite album.
They both have a similar sound though. Abbey Road Studios.
They had to have done them at this like
back to back.
yeah.
Back to back.
They had to have done them in like a time that they were just in prime.
I think Dark Side was 73 and Wish You Were Here was 75.
But Animals feels like Wish You Were Here to me a little bit.
Yeah.
But just before it, wasn't it, or was it later?
I mean, he wrote, because remember there was a demo that had Shine On and Dogs demoed on it.
yeah.
Like Animals was like the B-side to all the Wish You Were Here stuff.
It's just like those albums right there. Wish You Were Here is my favorite album.
We'll do a whole episode on the Floyd one
Yeah.
day. We can go on, but
Wish You Were Here.
back to his bass playing though, yeah. It's solid bass player. Almost like, you know, they were all doing different stuff.
Yes.
Like they hardly ever followed each other.
And then but they stayed in a structure. It's
Yeah.
weird, yeah.
His fretless bass on Hey You,
Yeah.
that's another good one.
Fretless.
Yeah. All right, Roger Waters.
Roger Waters.
So that was your number 5?
Number 5.
All right, that was my number 3. So my number 5, Nate Newton
Ooh.
from Converge, my
I
favorite
was
band.
flipping him around too.
Nate Newton, again, heavy picker like Jason and Newstead and Nolly.
Different tone.
Yeah,
Great
very
tone.
very punk rock.
Punk rock.
Hardly ever follows Kurt that much.
No.
Just on some rhythm, but when Kurt's doing all that lead stuff, he's doing his own thing.
It's like a melody he does,
Yeah.
ain't it?
He holds it down, man. He's one of the best bass players.
Yeah.
That's an awesome band, man.
Yeah, it's a good band right there.
Anyway, just, you know, he holds it down. I'd say check out All We Love We Leave Behind, the title track.
Ooh, that's the song. That's the album for me. And the Dusk in Us.
Dark Horse, though, the intro, Racks to Fall. That ding 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 ding. I mean, it's really, like, it's so, like, punk rock and in your face. He throws his bass around so much, too.
Yeah,
He has his
he
own
is.
signature now. He has that jazz
Oh,
Fender.
yeah? Ooh.
Yeah.
You get a jazz Fender bass
Yeah.
signature, you know you're a bass player.
All right. So Nate Newton, yeah, I'd say check out anything by them. I mean, Jane Doe is just insane.
Next to
too.
fall, anything.
Anything. Check out Converge. All right. So we'll go number 4.
Number 4,
Go ahead.
Daniel Briggs.
That is my number 4 as well. What band's he from?
Daniel Briggs is from Between the Buried and Me.
BT Band.
What a great jazz player. 5-string, ain't it?
5 strings.
5
all the
string.
time. Yep.
And they're tuned in that B standard.
They
What
use
is
a
it?
lot of different tunings.
Do they?
I don't know what they use.
And it's hard. Usually periphery,
yeah.
I can tell what tuning they're in a song.
Yeah.
But with them, it's different.
I know the old stuff. A lot of it was in C sharp standard.
Okay.
It was like if you had drop B and you tuned it up to standard. That's what it was.
It's weird though because
Slayer was in that tuning for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
wow.
C sharp standard, I think it is. Yeah.
C sharp standard.
But now, like Coma Ecliptic, it was up. They raised it.
Okay.
The Parallax stuff, I think, is, but like Colors and the Great Misdirect.
C sharp standard.
Yeah, all that old stuff. I think
Yeah.
is C sharp standard. But yeah, Dan Briggs, awesome bass player.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, this dude is like,
That dude.
he's like Beethoven on the bass, man.
And how he's almost like other than not singing, he's kind of doing like the Geddy Lee thing, playing the keyboard and stuff too, you know?
Yeah, now he's starting to get into keyboards.
Yeah, and it fills out a lot too. My favorite thing by him, probably the solo in Colors, of course.
Yeah,
Viridian, right?
Viridian.
Yeah. What a
I'd say
beautiful
that,
solo.
and there's some stuff on Great Misdirect I like that he does, but I
Yeah.
like on Parallax
Ooh.
too. I love that riff. Yeah, he's awesome. The new stuff too. He has a bass solo on Automata 1. I think it's number 5. It's right before the last song.
Okay. What a great bass player, though.
Great band.
Jazzy.
Yeah.
Really, really.
In your face.
Yeah, in your face when he needs to be. And he's real all over the place, really.
Yeah.
With this melody and his all over
Colors
the place.
is metal.
Yeah.
The Coma Ecliptic is just beautiful.
Coma Ecliptic is beautiful. He's got a lot of mood changing feeling to him when he plays. Yep. Technical.
Yep.
That dude.
The best.
Yes.
All right. So
All right.
my number 3 was Roger. So go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna go number 3, Jordan Eberhart.
Ooh.
From the band The Contortionists. We've talked about them a lot, from Indiana.
We'll talk about them every episode. Probably.
I'm gonna talk about them every episode. Jordan Eberhart, the bass tone.
We met them. Jordan liked my Mastodon shirt. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was sick. That dude.
He plays 6 strings.
6 strings.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he plays those 6 strings. His basses are huge. They have
That's
huge
sick.
horns on them, like where the straps, lock on the body.
And then the tone he gets from those basses, man, it's a thick tone
And clean.
and clean.
Yeah.
It's a clean, thick tone. And don't sound like there's any effect. It's straight up.
We said it, not when we saw them last, but when we saw them in Indy, because the 2 bands before him had that scrappy metal tone. You couldn't
Yes.
really hear
You
it.
couldn't really hear it.
And when he came out, you could hear it from outside. You could probably hear
You
it. Sounded
Yep.
like Prince up in there.
It
You know what I
sounded
mean?
loud.
Yeah, that's who he reminds me of. Prince.
Yeah.
Prince's bass playing. It's
Yep.
real poppy and clean.
Yes.
But
So, the way he's got that kind of structure that we were talking about earlier, but with Nolly,
yeah.
and like,
But he pulls back when he has to.
he does, yeah.
He holds it
does.
down. He's more like Martin Mendez.
That's
Yeah.
he holds it in the pocket when he's got and then he'll do
He'll
like
flash,
flash,
yeah.
like just little ones though, in it,
Yeah.
like.
But he makes you feel he's there, man.
Yeah, yep.
He does a lot of thumb picking, which I'm a huge fan of. 'Cause
Yep.
That's how I play a lot.
And the harmony he picks, him and Joey, the way they
Yeah.
they do that is amazing.
They lock in.
Yeah. It's so
And
cool.
any bass player that uses their thumb, like I like right away.
Yep. It's a warm feeling, very warm feeling he gets with the bass.
Yeah, he does a lot of thumb stuff on Return to Earth.
What kind of basses are those? Those Spectre or Ibanez or?
I want to say they're Ibanez's.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
They're a different kind of look to them too.
They're
good
huge.
bass. Huge bass, yeah.
Language 1 and 2, he shines a lot on there.
Oh yeah. That's yeah.
I mean, clairvoyant.
The whole
too,
language
yeah,
and
everything.
clairvoyant. Clairvoyant, it's got a different little. I mean, it's the same tone, but it's a little different.
Yeah.
Clairvoyant.
I'd say check out Return to Earth.
Yeah.
His bass sounds beautiful on that.
Maxie over here.
All right. So that was your number.
What's up, Maxie?
That was your number 3.
Yeah.
So go ahead. We'll go to number 2.
Number 2.
So I'll go. My number 2 is Mr. Geezer Butler
Ooh.
from Black Sabbath.
Ooh.
I'm going. You know me. I like the old school.
Volume 4 for me.
Volume 4 right away, man. He already knows. All right, so Geezer, man. I mean, what more is there to say? As iconic as Tony is, like Geezer's right there with him, man.
Yep. If you're talking about
Plays
old
with
school metal. Yep.
Yep. Plays with his fingers. He does a thumping thing, but he
Yep.
does it with like his middle finger. You know.
All fingers.
Yep.
This guy.
NIB,
Signature bass.
the intro solo NIB on the first album.
Yeah.
That's probably the most iconic.
Geezer Butler riff.
Yeah, Volume 4 is
That's my favorite.
Under the Sun is awesome,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I would say on Heaven and Hell too, he really shines.
Yeah.
Children of the Sea.
Ooh.
He's played for Ozzy on a couple Ozzy records.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean he's just awesome, man.
Yeah, with Dio, they
Yeah,
sounded good.
the Dio albums. I'm trying to think of another one off Paranoid. Fairies Wear Boots. Yeah.
Yeah.
He holds it down on that one too.
I'm down with Ozzy too. He's a good singer.
Oh yeah.
It's a different band though. There are two different bands. I feel like
Ozzy and Black Sabbath.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is Iommi. He brings that dark, like, it leaves a lot of room for Ozzy's vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Ozzy was more like, it was more like radio, like in your face.
Yeah.
Straight rock. Randy Rhoads. All right, that was my number 2.
Number 2. Let's go over here. I'm gonna pick.
I think your number 2 is my number 1.
Peter Cetera.
Yeah, Peter Cetera is my number 1.
Straight up.
So
remember the third album by Chicago.
Any album by the
Any
first,
album by Chicago.
The first
my
11.
favorite is the third one though. Mikey's favorite is the 5th one.
The 5th one.
Yeah.
His bass, I think, though, sounds the best on the 5th one, man.
Peter Cetera.
Yeah.
What a great bass player.
Chicago, of course, we're talking about. The original CTA.
The original Chicago.
You've heard us talk about it. We did a whole episode
Authority.
on it. I think that was episode 4.
Yeah, we did a lot on them.
And
everyone like the Contortionists.
Yep. And he's singing.
And he's singing and playing all that melody and all everything with a bass.
He's not doing no simple 4/4. He is soloing.
He is soloing, yeah.
Almost the whole time.
Almost, yep.
And he doesn't repeat a lot.
He don't hold that pocket. He goes everywhere. Yeah. It's almost like he falls in the pocket at times, but then he goes all around again. It's amazing.
He is bad, man. He is awesome.
He's a good bass player.
He is the best, man. I know you got the guy Alex has for number 1 is like technically the best.
But but it's different,
It's technical.
He was,
we'll get there.
He was like a poppy jazz player, Peter Cetera. He was the best of that.
He was. God, I would say Introduction is an amazing.
And he went to school for that.
Right. He's a master of. And there's a video like from the last few years where he started playing like some old Chicago songs in his sets. And he puts on the bass. And you watch him play it, and you could just tell that's his instrument, man.
Yeah, bass is his instrument.
Yep.
DePaul University they went.
Yeah.
At music school.
But Introduction is an awesome bass lines in it.
Yeah.
7 though, the whole like first half hour of jazz of 7.
Yeah. Dialogue 1 and 2 though is my favorite.
Yeah.
Bass.
He is every song, man.
Yeah.
Every song.
Dialogue 1 and 2 on your album, number 5.
Something in the City Changes People.
Oh yeah, that's a good song.
There's so much. I mean, even in Color My World, he holds it down.
Yeah. Everything.
3 off 3. I really like the opening track, Sing a Mean Tune.
Loneliness is just a word. My favorite. Yeah. He's like he's doing all that. Yeah.
I'm trying to think off of Goodbye off 5 is probably my favorite.
Oh yeah.
That is the jazziest one, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's
besides 7,
dialogue though for me.
Yeah.
On that album.
That whole album 5, Peter was on fire on 5.
Yeah, he was.
All right, so Peter's my favorite. That's my number 1.
Peter Cetera. My number 1, I'm gonna go Jaco Pastorius.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. He died.
He got beaten to
I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm sorry.
Because it's crazy.
It's sad, but yeah. He
got beaten in like a bar fight.
Yeah.
And then he died.
Yep. What a great bass player though. Jazz influenced. Was a professor.
Straight jazz. 4-string.
4-string. He taught bass at a university somewhere. I forgot where it was.
He would mess around with like harmonics and.
Yeah. Yep. First band he was in, I don't know what the first band, but he was known to be playing in the band Weather Report, and then he went and did his own solo thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Great bass player.
Very great. Robert Trujillo, by the way, from Metallica, he did a documentary on Jaco. Like he financed it and everything himself because he loves Jaco.
Sick.
Yeah. Wow. I haven't seen it. I would love to watch it with you one day.
Yeah, man, we gotta watch that.
We gotta order it. But
favorite album is his solo album, his self-titled solo album in 1976.
Okay, so that's your favorite bass player, and like you know, he is technically the best, dude.
Technically, but
I just love Peter.
You
like,
could, one could argue,
and that's the thing. It's like our favorite. It's more like, what do you like?
Like, who sold more records? Probably Chicago,
And who's more well known in Chicago?
It was more well known in Chicago, yeah.
But like Jocko.
But then you go in the bass community, and as like some bass. I mean, new bass players probably wouldn't know who he is, but you like go old school bass players or like people who know bass.
See, I think people wouldn't. You go to people and be like, "Who's your favorite bass player?" I'd say Peter Cetera, and they'd be like,
"They wouldn't know."
No.
Yeah.
And they couldn't even name a song or a lick by him. No. Some people, like Geddy Lee.
Geddy Lee was in there.
I had Fieldy from Korn. He holds it down, man.
Flea
from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yep. I had Rex Brown floating around from
Geddy
Pantera.
Lee, we just talked about Geddy Lee.
Rex Brown.
I
love Rex Brown. Yep. He was another one that held it down.
Yeah.
David Ellefson, he holds it down.
Yeah, he does.
From Megadeth. He's another one. He flashes for a little bit and he holds it down. John Deacon from Queen.
Oh yeah.
And then
he's a great bass player, man.
He is.
He
Clean,
does a lot.
smooth.
He does a lot like kind of Peter Cetera, but like different,
Yeah.
Like in the British like technical like structure.
Geezer style. Yep. Yeah, he was awesome, man. John Deacon straight up. And then I even put Gene Simmons.
The Kiss.
Because he's singing and playing a lot of stuff too, man.
Yeah.
Like he's not real flashy, but he does some stuff.
Gene Simmons.
And then the last one I had floating around.
That's Miles' name.
Yeah. I had one floating around, Dylan Desmond from Bell Witch. It's more the mood and the notes that he picks.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Bell Witch,
Mirror Reaper, check it out. One track.
You know what? I was thinking too, John Campbell
from Lamb of God holds it down.
Him.
He straight holds it down.
Yeah, that's a bass player.
Whole time. Following, it's like Meshuggah following the rhythm. I think he has his own signature now.
Yeah, he does.
I think it's ESP.
Ooh, but it's nice.
I think. But all right, that's our top 10 bass players.
Top 10.
Who else did you have floating around? Just John Campbell.
And
Flea, you said.
Yeah, I said Flea.
You know the dude from Veil Maya too, Dan. I don't know his last name.
Higler was I like him.
The original.
The original bass player. Yeah, I liked Higler. What was that? I was thinking about another one too. Go ahead. It's all right.
No, I'm done, man. That was our top 10 bass players.
Top 10 bass
Peter
players.
Cetera. That's all I have to say. All right, so we're gonna move on to our concert and one of our album reviews.
Ooh.
So we went to Chicago in March. We saw
St. Patty's Day night.
Yeah, I can't remember the opening band's name, but we saw Make Them Suffer and Chelsea Grin and Born of Osiris.
We went, yeah.
House of Blues.
The House of Blues, the best venue I think around
We had
our
seats
area.
Right on the balcony.
Yeah, it was nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it was
great.
nice to just chill and not be a part of the pit.
It felt like a real concert. Too.
Yeah. So, all right, so Born of Osiris, for those of you who don't know, it's a metal band out over here in Chicago.
Illinois.
Yeah, they're very technical, just straight heavy groove the whole time. Electronic, a lot of electronic things going on in their music.
Yep.
A lot of
that
keyboards.
hood metal, like Louis Cologne say.
Shout out to Louis.
Cologne.
Louis Cologne Bartolo. Okay,
That's
so
a baseball player.
they have
Bartolo
Colon. That's a baseball player.
He's a bass player too.
He was a pitcher. Born of Osiris, they got about 6 albums now. I mean, these guys are just technical, man.
Yeah,
their breakdowns. I don't know how they remember all that. So their newest album's called The Simulation.
Yeah, it's a good one. What's that banger on there called?
Under the Gun.
Under the Gun. Check that song out.
And that was a song that I didn't like when I first heard it.
Yeah?
But then when they played it, I was like, man, this song's
I'm
good.
glad I didn't hear it first on the album. I mean, I probably did, but I wasn't listening probably good, you know?
Because it sounds poppy at first, but when they went into that hook, they locked in.
It sounded good.
Yeah, it did. So let's start with Make Them Suffer. They opened.
Make Them Suffer.
Or no, someone else opened, but they weren't that. They were all right.
They were all right.
I forgot the name.
I thought they were okay.
They had a lot of that,
I forgot the name, though.
They had a lot of, era type vocals, like like real loud.
Yeah. Yep.
Loud, like real high.
The drummer and bass player were good, and the guitarist.
But all right, Make Them Suffer from Australia. They played next.
They were good.
One guitar player.
One guitar player. Is that
Yeah,
with that girl?
Yeah, the keyboardist.
Oh, the guitar player was good.
They're all good.
Yeah. They were
And
tight.
her keyboards were really like haunting, like
Yeah, it
filling
makes it
out that place,
scary
man.
big sound.
And her vocals, the way they had them leveled and like the effect, like she does like this like ooh, you know, like real like just real minimal. Like she's not like a lead vocalist.
Yep, for like this song, be like,
Yeah.
like he just did.
So yeah, Make Them Suffer. They're awesome. That's straight up groove. And then Chelsea Grin came out and destroyed.
Oh, it was a heavy. Very
Chelsea
heavy.
Grin. Chelsea Grin, man.
People were like getting crazy too when they
Yeah.
came on.
People were getting knocked out in the pit.
Yeah.
Getting drug out.
I ain't seen that in a while. It's back in the day at the Armory
Yep.
or Lake Station Eagles Club.
So Chelsea Grin, they're from California, I believe. Straight up. They got a lot of albums too. Pablo Viveros, the drummer.
Pablo.
Yeah, I think he was using Tama. Man, his drums sounded the best.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They
Sounded clean.
clean and loud, man.
Clean and loud.
Like perfect tuned. And he's doing vocals. He has his mic over there. He's doing the harsh
Some
vocals.
Ron Naylor stuff.
Yeah. He's back there and drumming.
Yeah, wow.
He really makes the band, man.
Yeah, he does.
He really fills it out.
He makes that band. Yep.
Like his fills are very different.
I heard they had a new singer. It was a new singer we saw him with too.
He just did the latest album with them. So they
Okay.
had 4 albums with the original singer. And then he was from Lorna Shore. I don't know if you remember Lorna Shore.
I've heard that name. I don't remember the band.
Yeah.
Though.
He's
Yeah.
good though. He's a good singer. I dig the new albums called Eternal Nightmare, the newest one.
Yeah.
The production is amazing.
Yeah. it
Loud.
is.
But yeah, I think his name is I can't remember his name now.
Pablo.
I know Pablo's the drummer, but yeah, the singer though, he's a good singer, you know.
Yeah.
They were loud and they killed it. I mean,
It was a good
if you
sound.
listen to Chelsea Grin, you're just going to bang your head the whole time.
And they had a good crowd energy too going on.
Very, very much. It was the last day of the tour too, so every band was putting it out there.
They
you know?
were they were going off. Yep.
And then Born of Osiris came out.
Ooh, Born of Osiris.
Yeah.
Hometown show. Last show.
We actually met one of the singers, the parents.
Yeah, we met the
parents.
mom and dad of
We
what's
were-
that dude's name?
His name's Ronnie. The singer.
Ronnie. Yep. The old dude. 30 years old. How much old is he?
I don't know. He's not that old,
Nah.
but he's like 28, I think. But yeah,
Nah, he said his birthday was like a 35-year-old birthday.
I don't remember.
Shoot, he probably 40 like wow.
No, he ain't. Those guys they're younger than me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dang. I
they're
didn't
like
know
right up there. They're like probably like a year younger than me.
that. Wow.
They're probably like 30.
Okay.
Cause they were pretty young when they started.
Okay.
And they started 2007 or 8.
Chicago.
But yeah, they got 2 singers really. The keyboarders be doing vocals.
They're probably like out there in a suburb of Chicago somewhere.
Yeah, probably north of Chicago.
Yep.
They all got a house together. You can see their cribs.
Yeah, like Naperville or something like that, or something close to
And,
Chicago.
All right, so I know you like Eternal Rain, the new Rain.
The new Rain and Eternal Rain and the Higher Place.
That's Alex's stuff.
Ooh.
Discovery. too.
Discovery's good too.
They played some Discovery when
I
we
like the
saw 'em.
old for them.
So Lee McKinney.
The new album though too, I like.
Yeah, the Simulation.
Yeah.
Lee McKinney though, the guitar player, he's awesome. He
Lee
can shred.
McKinney.
He can shred.
One guitar player live.
Yep.
One bass player.
Yep. Straight
Good.
up.
Yeah.
The new album though, yeah, I like Analogs in a Cell.
It's
I
a
think
good song.
this one is up there. I like it more and more the more I listen to it.
What, this album?
This is the Simulation, the new one.
Okay.
And this is only part 1. They're gonna have another album later this year.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's why it's so short. It's only 8 songs.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So yeah, check out the Simulation. I highly recommend. It's got great flow. The songs are heavy. There's some sing along stuff that I really like, and Analogs in a Cell. The Genty part, the opening for Silence the Echo, is really awesome. They played that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you think of their performance? I mean,
I liked it.
Yeah.
They hyped up everybody.
Very energetic.
The guitars though were, I think there were a lot of backtrack.
A lot of backtrack
Yeah.
for sure.
But he is still playing. You can hear.
You can hear him.
You can hear him. Yeah.
But yeah, he has a lot of harmonies in there.
But they fill out that room good.
Yeah.
The energy they have.
What did
It's
you
good.
think of his playing, his solos and his licks?
Who, Lee McKinney?
Lee, yeah.
Yeah, but he was good.
Spot
Yeah,
on?
He was. Yeah, he was. I think. Yeah.
I think it was spot on.
I haven't seen those solos like him, do it before.
Yeah.
But it looked like it was.
It was spot on.
Yeah. He's a good guitar player.
He looked like he was focused.
The new
too.
stuff too. These guys, the solo stuff is sounding good.
His guitars are beautiful.
Oh yeah. Get that Kiesel.
Yeah. Check out his
endorsement.
guitars.
Yeah,
The
that
Sully one.
That Sully one, man. You ever want to lean it to me? I do it for free for you.
Yeah, so we had a good time, man. They played a lot. They had a good mix.
Good mix.
So yeah, check out Born of Osiris. Check out Chelsea Grin. Check out Make Them Suffer.
Check those guys out.
Check out the simulation, Born of Osiris, and I'm sure we'll talk about them again.
Born of Osiris.
All right, so we're gonna move on to our next album. We are talking about the new Periphery album,
The new Periphery album.
P4.
P4.
Hail Stan.
Whatever that means.
So
man.
this is Alex. This is one of his favorite bands right here.
Yep.
You heard us talk about them before.
Yeah.
Um,
Misha Mansour, Jake Bowen, Mark
so
Holcomb,
yeah,
Matt Halpern,
Matt Halpern,
and Adam Nally get good.
Misha Mansour. But all right. So this is it's P4, but this is their 5th album because it's Juggernaut. It's just called Juggernaut.
Yep.
So their 5th album really, and it's starting to grow on me a lot, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
I like some songs more than others.
I like the Reptile. The first
opening
song.
track.
I like that song.
It's like 16 minutes long.
And then I like Smiles, and then your song.
I like Follow Your Ghost.
Yeah. And then Through. Smiles Through is good. I think. I like Crush too.
Crush is the electronic one.
Yeah.
It's got a good mix.
Yes, it does. It grew on me.
It's like we said, we talked about this album a lot. Like when it just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it did.
And I was really mixed on it at first. Like it was good. I knew it was good and
It's
technical.
definitely different though.
It's just different. But it also felt similar to 3.
It did.
It feels like the same writing.
What did we say? It was like Juggernaut and 3 combined.
Yeah.
Is what we said.
Yep. I feel like there's
That
a lot of
felt-
alpha on there, some parts, but it gets as heavy as Omega in 3 too. So, yeah, I say Follow Your Ghost, probably my favorite song.
Yep. It's Only Smiles for me.
Yeah.
I like that song a lot.
The guitars are more crunchy. The drums are a little bit different, but the kick sounds amazing.
Yes, it does.
Matt Halpern straight up.
Sounds good.
That's a good drummer.
It's a great drummer, that guy.
I think Spencer's vocals are better though.
On this album, yeah.
I mean, he's
I
nailing
agree.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Only thing I don't like what he did in this album is the end song. He goes way up there.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have did that because there was so much feeling already.
His harsh
Drew.
vocals though are getting pretty spot on.
They are. Yeah. He's a great singer.
I think
He had a lot of time this one too.
Yeah. You could tell he really shined on this one. Mark, his solos, he really stands out in this record.
Yeah, his guitar playing is great. Yep. Misha too. I mean, like
Yep.
they stepped up,
So I'd say check it out. I would say for me, I'm gonna have to go. Probably Juggernaut is still my favorite.
Juggernaut.
Omega though, I could do without some stuff on Alpha, but
P3 my favorite.
those two, and then I'd even put 2 above this new one.
Yeah.
I like 2 still.
Yeah.
And then this new one, and then probably the first one.
The first one.
It's not bad though. I like it.
Yeah.
It's a solid album.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not my favorite.
P3 is my favorite.
I would say 2 Juggernaut and P3. That's where it's at right there.
P3, Juggernaut, and the new one, I think.
Yeah, for you. And then 2, and then 1.
And then 2 and 1, yeah.
Yeah, that first one, man, I never found a love for it.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it sounds good, though.
When I want to listen to it, I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes, just to hear that old stuff, but
yeah.
I like Absalom and the new one, and P3.
Yeah, I'd say check it out. It's got a good mix. It's heavy. It's
Very
got
heavy.
light. So, all right, that's Periphery, P4.
P4.
So now we're going to jump to After the Burial.
After the Burial.
So, all right.
We got a lot to talk about.
Without getting too, like, disrespectful or anything, you know, this is all, like, comes from just a place of respect.
Yes.
And love for this band. And
yes.
for the guy who we're going to talk about.
Yes.
So we might have probably mentioned After the Burial before.
Our love, our opinion, our, you know.
They're one of my favorite bands. They were heavily influencing me on this new record that we're writing and recording.
Totally.
I find myself like, wow, this really sounds like some After the Burial.
Yep.
But, and I'm not even trying to be cocky or nothing. I'm just saying, like, it bleeds in. Those influences bleed in.
Yeah, whatever we're listening to.
Yeah. And I've been listening to it a lot since he died. So After the Burial, they've been around since like 2006. They got 6 albums now. And they had 5 members, and one of the members died in 2015. Justin Lau.
The heart and soul of the band.
Yeah.
Yep.
This guy was just a man. His mind, just beautiful.
Yeah. And they lost a lot.
Yeah, and you can hear it
on
this new album we'll talk about here in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But so
that was After the Burial.
Yeah. Justin, the syncopated patterns, the heaviness he wrote, like you can hear the loss in this new record.
Yep.
There's a lot to it. We're gonna get into it here in a sec.
Mm-hmm.
So all the way through Dig Deep, you can hear it's Justin. And now this new album came out. I heard the first 2 singles they released, and I was like, nothing really grabbed my ear. Like I was like, yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's definitely good and technical.
Yeah.
But you can just hear it's not the same.
Mm-mm.
And
it's not the same.
All right, so they had 4 albums out. They were pretty much almost done with the 5th one, I think, and he started posting things that he got locked out of After the Burial's Facebook.
Justin Lau.
When they were in the studio for Dig Deep, he said he felt very unsettled. He kept getting a weird feeling.
Something was going on.
He didn't feel comfortable. He felt people were trying to conspire against him. The label was trying to conspire against him.
And these people flipped the story and say it was him in his mind.
His mental
state. Yeah.
But his sister's saying, you know, he's never had mental health problems before. I guess he had mental and physical abuse when he was a kid. And yeah, it stays with you. But I mean, everything he said, the way it all adds up, is pretty spooky.
Something is up. And I don't know.
We've been talking about it for 3 years now.
We've been trying to
4
think
years.
about it and check it out, and we've done research on it. And
okay, so he posted all that. He posted about Trent, the other guitar player. He didn't mention any other band members, just Trent.
Yeah.
And the label and someone else, I think. And he said something about someone was trying to get into his laptop.
Yes.
And this and that. So I don't know what happened, but somewhere during the production of Dig Deep, he left the band and then wrote that long message talking about something big is gonna happen, and if he said if I disappear or something bad happens to me, you know that it was under malicious intent.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
And then he posted that, and then a couple weeks later, he was missing. His sister said he's been missing for a few days.
Something is inside that me and Mikey have been thinking about, and trying to put, some kind of closure in our minds of what really, really happened there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very, very foggy and gray.
He went missing, and then he was found dead at the bottom of a bridge right there in Minnesota-Wisconsin border.
Yep, right on the Minnesota-Wisconsin border.
The Sioux Line Bridge, I think it's called.
Sioux Line Bridge.
And
this is a big bridge.
Yeah, it's huge. It's like
it ain't no
a
little
few hundred
bridge.
feet in the air.
Yeah, it's a damn big bridge.
It is.
And like, if you're gonna commit, it's his obituary is, not obituary or
well, they ruled
death.
it as suicide, I think.
Yeah, it's a suicide. So, but to be in a state of mind to just jump off I'm talking a huge bridge, man. Like, it's humongous.
Yeah.
You gotta be in some kind of state of mind. I think he was pushed in.
I think so too.
Yep.
Well, then we don't know what happened. We probably never know.
We'll probably never know. Yeah.
She said he was missing for like 8 days already. So it happened. And his car was nearby, I guess, and the door was left open. Yeah. And
wow.
A couple hikers, I think, found him. Yeah.
See, his door was left open.
I remember all this, man, because I was getting ready to go see them at the Summer Slaughter tour, like a couple weeks later, and then he passed away, and then they had to drop off the tour, and I was just bummed. Never got to see him. I've seen him a couple times since then, but
yeah,
I could just hear it's missing.
Oh yeah, it's in the new album. It's missing too.
It is.
Yeah. So
the new album's called Evergreen. It's heavy. It's definitely, it's still the majority of the band, but it doesn't have that sound. It's more simplified. It's a very repetitive album, and it's just missing that gent that Justin Lau brought.
Very repetitive.
Yeah. So yeah.
Extremely repetitive.
I don't know, man. Whatever happened for who knows why, but he didn't deserve that.
No, nobody deserves that, and I don't think it was him.
I don't think so either.
I think somebody,
somebody did something
yep.
to him.
Somebody did something to him.
They could have knocked him out and then just threw him over. He could have been unconscious the whole time,
And I always think that maybe later in life we'll get like Metal Injection puts out an article, Justin Lau's death was so fake,
But we haven't heard nothing about it since.
We haven't. Yep.
It's like they just swept it under the rug.
They just swept it under the rug, exactly.
I don't know. We
Feels
could be
like that.
we could be wrong, but it's just what I feel.
Yep. And it feels
he posted all that stuff for a reason.
Yeah.
So
he did, yeah.
And it's like, we talked. Alex posted something on Facebook.
Yeah.
Saying, about the new album on Sumerian's page, and all Alex said was something like, I can really hear how key Justin was to the production and the writing.
To their sound, yeah.
And this album is very bland, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah. I said something about it too,
Some other kids said something about it.
And then what happened?
And it's not there anymore.
They deleted it.
Yep.
So
Sumerian, I don't know what's up.
I don't know what's up. I don't know what's going on with.
I don't know.
But it's definitely not. It's not right. But luckily we did get some awesome music from Justin. I would say check him out. Yeah, Trent is. He's an awesome guitar player. He's very flashy. He's good at solos. But Justin was the one who gave him that material, to work on.
Yes, Justin was the one who wrote all that. Like
he wrote it all. He programmed it all. Even before the drummer learned it, he would have the drums programmed. He produced it. Rare Form is probably it's up there, but Wolves Within is his masterpiece for sure.
Yes, it is.
And Wolf Amongst Ravens, of course.
Wolf Amongst Ravens, yes.
Well, one of the best metal songs probably ever, right there.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like Raining Blood or
Bleed.
Walk or Bleed, yeah. It's just a classic, dude. It's just a classic metal song.
Classic.
And I think it's, it's a good farewell. It's crazy that that's how it ends, the album. And, his writing and his stuff did end up, making it on to Dig Deep.
The Wolf Amongst Ravens.
But that's the album right there. And I'm sure if he would have stayed, Dig Deep probably would have sounded different and ended up a little different. But you can hear the transformation, how it's not there anymore, man.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of this new album, Evergreen. It's weak.
Very weak.
It's weak.
Very.
I would say check out Rare Form. I would say check out.
Dig Deep is good too,
Dig Deep is good.
but all the old stuff's better.
Yeah.
Rare Form,
In Waves.
the Berserker.
No, In Waves. That's a Trivium. I forgot what the second, that third album's called. It's the one that's got. Yeah. So yeah, Justin Lau though, man, just we still love that stuff. We still love him. We were just listening to it earlier. He was awesome, man. In Dreams, that album's called.
In Dreams, Justin Lau.
My Frailty.
Yeah.
But check it out, man. He was awesome. Go check out old footage of them. He's got the bright green guitar,
The bright green.
the Ibanez.
Ibanez.
So-
all the strings on them.
I don't know. We just wanted to touch on that because it's
Yes.
something that's been on our minds, and
Yeah.
figure this is a good time to talk about it. They just dropped a new album, and we don't really care for it.
No, I don't. No.
But at least they're continuing whatever. I just hope, if it was something malicious, I just hope that they gotta live with that the rest of their lives.
Yep. I hope we get, or they get justice too, or if it was that, I don't
Eventually.
know. Yeah. No
Either
clue.
way, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I remember is, the singer did an interview where he said he showed up and Justin wasn't there. And
Yeah.
he was like, "Where's Justin?" And Trent was like, "He's not here. Do you want to keep recording or something?" So something happened. I think something happened. My honest opinion, something happened between Justin and Trent, and something happened with the label or something. Because as soon as Dig Deep was put out, the bass player left. He didn't even tour that album.
Wow. He just left.
He just left.
See, he knew what's up.
He was, something spooked him probably.
Yeah.
But he said it was for, personal and family reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's more like a lawyer saying that.
Yep. That's the CEO saying I'm resigning.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it just all adds up with the message that Justin left. People look it up. It's a long message he left like 2 weeks before he died.
Yeah.
Predicting that he was going to get taken out somehow.
And there's stuff all over this. Like, it just feels something's up.
Yeah.
If just something feels wrong about the whole thing.
Yep. But anyway, I don't know. After the burial, he is still influencing me hardcore.
Check them out, but not their new album.
Yeah. Check out the first 5.
Yep.
That's where it's at.
Yep.
All right. Forging a Future Self. That's the first album.
Ooh.
And then Rare Form. But all right. So that's pretty much all I had, man. I mean, I want to do one more podcast before you take off. Alex is getting ready to leave again for the summer.
Yeah.
Not the whole summer, but
No, just for a couple weeks. I'll be
weeks.
gone. Yeah.
So I know we said we were gonna do Grumpy Old Men, so maybe we'll do that for the next one.
We gotta do that.
Yeah.
Yep. We gotta talk about that.
Lately though, I just been chilling. We've been writing and recording. I've been doing a lot of writing with these new guitars.
Yep. I've been trying to get this one song down.
So keep on the lookout for that. Recommends lately. I watched The Mule with Clint Eastwood.
Ooh.
True story. I love Clint Eastwood
There you
movies. I love. Check that out.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Periphery. I've been listening to. I've been listening a lot of Bonham Osiris. I think that's pretty much it, man.
I've just been playing Gran Turismo.
Okay. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We still trying to figure out why we can't play together.
Yeah, how come we
online.
can't play live?
If anybody knows, hit us up because we've been trying to figure it out on Call of Duty 4 or
What's that? Ubisoft
Modern
or
Warfare, the
Active
original.
Games? Forgot the
remember.
game company. Y'all need to figure it out. Because I'm trying to play some Call of Duty with Wayne Domain out there.
Yeah. Speaking of Wayne Domain,
Speaking of Wayne
we
Domain,
would like to say thank you, Wayne, for being our sponsor, for being such a great humanitarian and philanthropist and industrialist. And Juan Monegro, John Moan 3, the next chapter.
The next chapter of the book.
John Moan 2 was not as good as John Moan 3 will be.
But Mon 3, and who knows what's coming after that.
John Wick, move aside because now we got John Moan.
John Moan's coming for you.
John Moan.
Jone.
We got Juan Plátano Monegro.
Juan Janae Monet Trey.
All right, John Moan. We'll see you next time on
We'll
the
see ya.
Amayeta Dialogue
Thank you for everything you
Podcast.
guys do.